From the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, this is Marvel Legends Final Swing or the Tom Holland Spider-Man figure. So here's a quick 360 view of the figure in package. And for those searching for this figure, so those are the codes. Figure comes with 2 extra pair of handsets and the Spider-Man head. Okay, so as for height of the figure, so Tom Holland Spider-Man Final Swing is just about 6.10 inches. So let's do a 360 view of the figure out of packaging. And as for likeness of this head sculpt, considering the 3D printing that was done to it, so it resembles Tom Holland in some way. But I guess the face is just way too smooth that the features really don't stand out well until you take it out of packaging. But with regards to resemblance, well, it's there. You could see that it's Tom Holland at a certain angle. So when I see a new action figure on peg, I usually take hold of the figure and give it about 5 minutes or 10 minutes moving around the toy section before I make a final decision of whether purchasing the figure or not. But when I saw this action figure, immediately made the decision to purchase it. It's not because of the Tom Holland head nor the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. It's just going to be this figure, this look over here, very classic Spider-Man look. So color is very vibrant, combination, especially the very outlined spider lines on the suit, which majority of the time when you take a look at a Spider-Man figure, it's a hit or miss. But with this figure, when you see it on packaging and even out of packaging, you're going to be wowed by the aesthetics alone. That alone is going to be a purchasing factor, the greatest purchasing factor for this Tom Holland figure. So let's grab onto the figure and really take a closer look. So for me personally, this is a figure that needs no modification at all. So if I'm going to be rating this figure, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. Out of packaging, inclusion of an extra head unit, which is really nicely done, and the handsets that you wish to have add-ons for a Spider-Man figure, the wall crawling and the web shooting hands. So really perfect. Okay, so this is the closer look at the mask of this head unit. So I'm trying to move the figure around, so at certain angles you're going to take a look at the details of that mask or that head unit. So it is also textured and the lines are greatly done, or nicely done, I mean greatly done. Grammatically correct. Okay, so let's take a look at the suit. And when you take a look at the blue parts, so the shades of blue are uniform. So shades of blue on this section, on that section, on this section, and all over, actually they are the same. That is one of the things that I also notice with other action figures, because the shades of colors sometimes The shade of blue would be different on this section, and the shade of blue would be different on this section. But with this action figure, the shades are uniform. So that's the reason why I also decided immediately to buy this action figure. Okay, so these sections, the shoulder cuffs, we have this gap. So when you take a look at this section, it's going to be nicely textured and painted, but this area of the cuff is going to be flat. But this area of the cuff, they attempted to really add additional paint and details. But with regards to this section, I really can't complain. Actually, it makes sense when the suit is overstretched or extended to its limit. It's going to have that gap. It's going to really expand that way. So with regards to details, that's okay with me. Okay, so articulation points, pinless joints on the elbows, pinless joints on the knees, which really adds on to the overall aesthetic of the action figure, which is going to be really, when you see it, it's going to be really an attractive Spider-Man action figure. The classic look that we've been searching for. So, well, of course, personally, as a collector, my criteria would be different from yours. But judging from what you are seeing in this video, well, that's going to be subjective, of course, but it's just going to be my thing anyway. Okay, so with articulation points on the body, so that is wide and that is a lot. And I could say that the parts that are moving aren't really rubbing against each other. So I thought that this area is going to be really tight, and this area is going to be subjected to really rub marks, really high rub marks that the paint is going to peel off. But take a look at that. There's enough distance that these 2 points are not really touching each other, even on the back section. Okay, so decent bends up front, decent bends backwards, decent head articulation, and as you could see, I've been playing with this action figure for 30 minutes now before recording this video, and I can't see any rub marks or paints chipping off. So tolerances are also nice, great out of box. You don't need to subject this action figure to hair blower. So spare this figure where the hair blower time when you take it out of packaging. But of course, your figure could be different from the one that I have. So just check out the joints. If they're stiff, then about 10 seconds on that particular area would help you release articulation points. So we have rotation on the bicep. Handsets are also easy to interchange, so they easily disengage and pop back. And articulation points on the foot and the legs. So we have drop leg function, which improves the way we spread the legs of the action figure for really vibrant poses. So 2 points of articulation as I already mentioned, and we have that cut on the thigh for rotation of the thigh. And for the foot, you have that hinge and rocker. So overall, this is a really nicely articulating action figure, and the details are just really great. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.